Good morning, grade 10. How are you all? This is the same usual question I have asked you always. I hope you all are quite well. Yes. What we are doing? We are doing the lesson number 6, manufacturing industries from the book Geography. We have covered the two parts of this lesson. Part We have divided this chapter in four parts. Part number one, topic number one is importance of manufacturing, industry location and classification of industries. Part two, which we have done, is agro-based industries. And today we will start with part three, mineral-based industries. Mineral-based industries are the industries. First of all, mineral-based industries, there is also divided into many parts because there are so many industries come under this mineral based industries. First of all, we will study about iron and steel industry. Another is chemical industry, cement industry, automobile industry, aluminum industry. All these industries will come into the topic mineral based industries. First of all, we will discuss the main points which we are going to cover in this topic. Important points to remember, we have to remember in this topic. Industries that use minerals and metals as raw materials are called mineral based industries. And before this mineral based industries, which other industry we have studied? We have studied the agro based industries, and industries which obtain raw material from agricultural products is called agro based industries. And in this, industries that use minerals and metals as raw materials are called mineral based industries. The iron and steel industry is a basic industry since all other industries depend on for their machinery. Production and consumption of steel is often regarded as an index of country's development. This statement may come in a question form also. So production and consumption of steel is often regarded as the index of country's development. Why production and consumption of steel is regarded as the index of a country's development? Uh, Write a short note. You can ask in such a way also. Aluminium smelting is the second most important metallurgical industry in India. It is light, resistant to corrosion, a good conductor of heat, malleable, and becomes strong when it is mixed with other metals. The chemical industry in India is the third largest in Asia and 12th place in the world in terms of its size. It comprises both large and small manufacturing units. The fertilizer industry is centered around the production of nitrogenous fertilizers, phosphatic fertilizers, and ammonium phosphate and complex fertilizers which have a combination of nitrogen, phosphate and potash. Cement is essential for construction activities such as building houses, factory, bridges, roads, airports, dams, and for other commercial establishments. Cement industry needs bulky and heavy raw materials like limestone, silica, aluminium, and gypsum. Automobiles provide vehicles for quick transport of goods, services, and passengers. Foreign direct investment (FDI) brought in new technology and aligned the automobile industry with global development. The electronic industry produces from transistor sets to television, telephones, cellular, telecom, pagers, telephone exchange, radars, computers, and many other equipments required by the telecommunication industry. Bengaluru has emerged as the electronic capital of India. Which city is called the electronic capital of India? Bengaluru. By 2010-11, software and technology parks of India have come up across 46 locations, different centers of India. So these are the 12 to 15 main points which we have to remember and which we will cover in this topic, mineral based industries. And this is the third topic of our lesson, manufacturing industries. So let's begin with the first, iron and steel industry. Just see the image of iron and steel industry. This industry now, this industry means iron and steel industry is called as basic industry. Why it is called a basic industry? This may be asked from you, why the iron and steel industry is called the basic industry? Because it provides raw material to many other industries such as machine and tools, transport equipment, construction material, etc. For all these things, such as construction, transport equipment, machine, for all these, just to manufacture all these, what we need? We need iron and steel. So it is the basic industry. Basic means आधारभूत. आधारभूत means जिससे हम काम शुरू करते हैं, जो आधार होता है, तो इस इंडस्ट्री को आधारभूत इंडस्ट्री कहा जाता है. Why? Because it provides raw material to many other industries. Okay. Next, it is also called heavy industry. Just see, students, it is called basic industry and it is called heavy industry. Steel and industry called as heavy industry also and basic industry. So answer will not the same. There is a difference in the answer. Just see, it is also called as heavy industry because raw materials are bulky in nature, are heavy in nature, because iron ore, coal, limestone, all these things are very heavy in nature. So it is also called heavy industry. And it is why it is called basic industry? Because it provides raw material to many other industries for the basic work, right? Now, next point is, most of the steel plants are located in Chota Nagpur region. See, this is the very important line of this topic. Most of the steel plants are located in Chota Nagpur region. Now, you may be asked, why do we have maximum concentration of iron and steel industry in Chota Nagpur Plateau region? So, हमारी ये लाइन तो बता दी गई कि स्टील प्लांट्स छोटा नागपुर रीजन में लोकेटेड हैं, बट व्हाई इट इज लोकेटेड देयर? So for this, I'll give you some points. Because it is largely because of the relative advantages such as region has for the development of iron and steel industry. These include low cost of iron ore, because we find low cost of iron ore there, high grade raw materials, जो रॉ मटेरियल है वो बहुत हाई ग्रेड का होता है, विच इनकरेज द कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ, इस वजह से वहां पे इंडस्ट्री है मेनली, एंड अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ चीप लेबर and vast growth potential in the home market has helped in the concentration of this industry. So I will when I will make notes, I will provide you. In those notes I will make a question and answer of out of this statement. Okay. Now next is, today's steel industries in India are facing many problems. Now this statement may come in the question like, what kind of problems steel industry is facing these days in India? Okay. So I have told you many of the times that you can get or you can make 2 or 3 questions from a single line. So here a very simple sentence is given. You can make out 1, 2 or 3 questions out of it. So why, what problems does in steel industries are facing these days? First of all, high cost of production. Second, limited availability of coking coal. Third, low productivity of labor. These are the problems faced by the steel industries. Irregular supply of energy. Raw materials are found only in a certain pocket of India. Poor infrastructure like transport and communication, etc. So these are the problems faced by the steel and iron industries. So just see the map. Before this, we have done the map of agro-based industries, right? And this is the map of iron and steel plants located in India. Okay, beta? You all have to draw this map in your fair notebook also. And you have to give heading. Now move on to next industry, next subtopic, aluminium smelting. This is also one of the uh, second most important factory industry. Aluminium smelting is the second most important metallurgical industry in India. It is light, resistant to corrosion. Corrosion means rusting. रेसिस्टेंट टू corrosion मीन्स आपने देखा होगा कि एल्यूमिनियम में कभी जंग नहीं लगता, तो ये जंग को रेसिस्ट करता है. A good conductor, resist करना means रोकना. A good conductor of heat, aluminum is a good conductor of heat, malleable and becomes strong when it is mixed with other metals. These are the properties of aluminium. It is used to manufacture aircraft, and where aluminum is used, it is used to manufacture aircraft, utensils, and wires. It has gained popularity as a substitute of steel, copper, zinc, and lead in a number of industries. Aluminium smelting plants in the country are located in Odisha, West Bengal, Kerala, Uttar Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra, and Tamil Nadu. These are the states where we can find the aluminium smelting plants. In 2008-2009, India produced over 15.29 lakh million tons of aluminium. Such a great score. Bauxite. Next is bauxite. The raw material used in the smelters is a very bulky you can say heavy, dark reddish colored rock. Regular supply of electricity and an assured source of raw material at minimum cost are the two prime factors for allocation of the industry. I hope you all have understood the line factors for location of the industry, because this is the main question regarding any topic. So you must understand this line, dear students. So these are the two prime factors: regular supply of electricity and assured source of raw material at minimum cost. These are the two main factors for location of industry. So today we will cover these two industry only, aluminium and iron and steel industries. I hope you have understood this. Industries that use minerals and metals as raw materials are called mineral based industries, and iron and steel industry are the basic industry, and it is also called the heavy industry. So this is what we have done today. Thank you, dear students. One thing I must tell you once again, that you have to put a comment after watching this video. Okay, have a great day, my dear students.